You're not going to want to drink that before you drink this.
Okay. Hold on, wait. We need to start recording.
I'm recording.
Yeah, hang on.
That's on tape? All right. Billy just brought what appears to be a cauldron of sage into the studio. So I have no idea what this is on the table. It looks like if you built a bong out of grass clippings. So
Well, it's a gourd.
And then I have a energy drink right here, and Billy told me do not drink that for some reason. I don't know. I'm a little concerned, Billy. It looks as though you've got a witch's brew here.
No, so basically, there's a bunch of people in South America addicted to this shit.
Oh, great.
They literally
that makes me feel a lot better.
no,
Thanks,
look
Billy.
up Uruguayan Congress, and you'll just see a bunch of politicians with these gourds with thermoses of hot water.
I don't appreciate you saying, like, look up Uruguayan Congress to me like I don't watch Uruguayan Congress videos all the time.
Oh, you do?
Of course.
When they fight?
No, I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, no, Uruguayan Congress is kind of wild. First country to legalize weed, I think, recreationally. But they all have these thermoses with this stuff called mate. You might know, no free ads, but there's some mate companies in the U.S. that sell canned mate, but this is how mate is supposed to be consumed. So I have two. So you're supposed to have metal straws with filters on the end.
Save the turtles.
Yeah, but it's actually really cool. I'm going to sip some.
What side effects should I expect from this? Aside becoming cripplingly addicted to yerba mate and also potentially getting elected to Uruguayan Congress.
From people on Twitter who responded to your tweet, they say it just tastes like shit and does nothing.
Okay.
Well, they didn't drink enough.
All right. I'll be the judge of that.
Fucking the internet doesn't work, so I have to connect to my phone Wi-Fi to pull this up. But basically, there's active ingredients in here that have calming effects. And then there's caffeine, tons of theanine. It's honestly just like tea on cocaine.
I'll try some.
Where does the calming effect come into that? Is that? It sounds more like a Four Loko, which has alcohol and caffeine.
Billy just got us original formula for Loco.
That's what this is. All right.
Drink out of the other one.
The other straw?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I let it sit for a second?
Yeah. Watch out, don't spill it.
Why does it have to be served in a garden pot?
It's a gourd, and it's the traditional consumption.
Where'd you get this, Billy?
I know, guy.
Chinatown.
No,
Did
dude,
you-
it's
That's
not
where
Chinese.
he gets everything.
Did you expense this?
I did not expense
Okay,
this.
no, I'm
This
just
is-
asking questions.
This is something I have in my house when I work from home on Fridays. I tend to imbibe in the mate and write a bunch of blogs.
We need to go read Billy's blogs from Monday through Thursday and then compare them with the ones from Fridays.
I was just going to say, let's see if Billy is actually more productive on Fridays, or if
I'm
he's
actually
just
way
in his
more
house getting high on your
just see if
content.
the content changes at all.
Ooh, oh, dude, this is grass clippings. This is like leaves. This, honestly, my initial reaction is this tastes like if you took a pile of dried leaves and then you mix them up in rainwater.
Wait till it hits.
You guys want to sip? You guys want to hit this?
Here, put some more.
Absolutely not.
Put some more in
You
here.
keep diluting it, Billy.
It's also
Ooh, is it powdery on top?
No, it's not. Those are leaves.
there's filter. There's a filter.
I'm telling you, it tastes straight up like leaves, like a pile of leaves. It reminds me of autumn.
Warm?
Yeah.
Actually, it reminds me a little bit of football.
You're spilling a little.
Hey, Billy, you filled it up to the top.
Go for it.
Wait, that's actually not.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So
Yeah,
here-
that aftertaste is
Tastes
is the
butt
hard
of a
stuff.
cigarette. Oh.
Oh, Messi drinks it.
Yeah, dude.
That's good. Some people are saying, who would have thought Billy knows about Argentinian tea drinking habits? Legit looks like something from the Conjuring. I don't know what it is, but every South American soccer player drinks them before games. Billy football. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, dude.
How-
This stuff gets you pumped.
How much do you have to drink for it to feel an effect?
I mean, people like habitually drink it all day. So
Does this make you a soccer guy instead of a football guy now?
no, I'm just into different herbs and nootropics.
Totally.
I got to say, I'm buzzing a little bit. Totally buzzing.
Oh yeah,
I like this. Mate
Oh, yeah.
dosing.
mate dosing.
Yeah, all right. We are minus Avery, or excuse me, Avery is out of the studio right now. He's come back in, but we're minus Arian today again. Arian is still participating in an event
He's changing the world.
He's changing the world right now. Not going to get into what it is until he comes back on the show. We'll let him tell you guys about it. But I was in contact with him yesterday. I think he kind of bit off a little bit more than he could chew on this one. So he's not having fun this week. It's a lot more intensive than he thought it was going to be. But I'll let him get into that if he wants to. But yeah, we're back. We're going to do some voicemails today. This is going to be small nanodosing. Maybe just like
you can also beef if you want.
Yeah, we can beef. We'll see how much time we have on this one. But I wanted to first clean up from Tuesday's episode and see if we found anything more about those commenters, about the new subsection of the internet that we discovered.
So basically,
and if you missed Tuesday's show, we're talking about the people that comment on YouTube videos of live mouse feedings.
So basically, there are certain people who get so if you couldn't tell, a lot of the comments were like Pornhub comments.
Yeah, there were Pornhub comments except for rat and mouse and rabbit snuff videos.
Yes.
They're getting attacked by lizards and snakes.
It takes a lot to shock me, and I was shocked.
Yeah, I was too. I mean, the level of joy, perverse joy they were taking from watching these animals die was sexual. Wasn't it, Big T?
Yeah, they were like, oh, that crunch is so satisfying.
Yeah, another little piggy bites the dust.
That one was...
Great room setup. The little piggy couldn't escape.
I mean, everything that you could think of that was in relation to how the animals were killed and eaten and had their necks snapped, these people commented on and enjoyed.
So it basically, from what I looked into, there was a commentary by a psychologist there was another forum post, like, why do people like these videos? Why are they so obsessed by them? And it has to do with a certain like sadistic tendency that gets expressed through gratification when seeing stuff like that happen. And then it sort of gives them a high of sorts. And it may not be intrinsically sexually related, but sometimes it crosses over into that boundary. And actually, there's a big connection with I think it's called the Toolbox Killer or the Toy Box Killer.
Okay.
I forget. Let me look it up real quick. But the Toolbox Killer, yeah. So Lawrence Bittaker, it's like this guy was a serial killer and rapist who, this is like the other end of the spectrum on this, like way too far, who used to like kidnap people and like torture them and like do really fucked up stuff. So that's like the totally...
Wait, so what relation does he have to snuff videos of like animals and...
Because it's the same sort of sadistic behavior, just one is a microcosm of the other.
Oh, okay. So the way that he used to kill people was related in some way to these videos?
Kind of like it's the same sort of psyche in a way.
Okay.
It's just like I mean, how serial killers sometimes kill small animals before they start killing people.
Right. It doesn't surprise me that there would be some sort of relationship there, but man, it is it's bad stuff. And now you might be wondering at home, like Billy seemed to kind of defend the people that were uploading these videos.
The uploaders,
but not the commenters. Now, why would that be? Brian Windhorseface. Why would Billy defend these videos of rats and mice getting killed and choked out by snakes? Well, maybe it's because Billy used to be animal snuff film uploader.
No, I did not. No.
Not used to. I think it's once you've done it, you are one.
No.
Can you not move on?
I thought we were going to talk about this.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, so I used to have animals, and
you still have animals.
Yes,
but you also used to do them. It's like the old Mitch Hedberg joke. Like,
yes.
I used to do drugs. I still do them, but
basically, I had these gigantic frogs that used to eat stuff, and my friends would always be like, "No way, that's not true." So then I have the videos and I put them through Google Picasso onto YouTube so I could send them to my friends. They were on private. Okay. So they're not public. They're only listed when you have the link.
Are there any comments on them?
Zero comments on
So you're a creator. You're a creator of the videos, but you're not a commenter. Have you ever commented on a video, Billy?
Let me look.
I want to see Billy's comment history.
I will say, having watched Billy's and watched the channel that we saw the other day, the guy who has those videos that all the people were commenting on has some a pretty good production value into those videos. it seems like if you were the type of person who was into that kind of thing, he was the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
Because after watching Billy's video, it's like, that's
Billy's
nothing compared to this guy. This guy's a whole thing.
It was just a frog eating a mouse, and it's just like a frog,
Billy's
gigantic frog. It's just like,
your videos are mid, is what Big T's saying.
well, yeah, they're mid, is then they're
But he
not
was also,
disgustingly violent. It's just like it's like watching Pac-Man or Kirby. Kirby.
no-
What's the? Why am I blanking?
Kirby.
Pink guy. Kirby.
Kirby.
Yeah, suck up something. It was like it's cool like that.
Okay, yeah.
It's just like, whoa, that 3-pound frog just ate a mouse in one bite.
It's no different from playing Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay. I'll say something in Billy's defense. I think that it's way less suspicious to have a really low quality, like no production effort video put in than it is to have somebody that's got like a GoPro on the mouse that has, multiple camera angles inside the terrarium, specific lighting, After Effects, editing, captions.
Yeah. I mean, like, look at this. This is just a video of a bearded dragon eating mealworms. Like, that's not graphic at all. It's just him eating the worms.
Why did you take this video though? I mean, it's not graphic at all. I'm curious why you uploaded this video.
Because you're a kid with a camera and you just like take videos of things. It was some of my first content creation.
Okay.
This is where it started. And then football tapes. Yeah, so basically those worms my science teacher had us do an experiment on, and then there was a bunch left over, and I was like, oh, I can feed these to my bearded dragon.
You're like, can I take these home?
Can I take these home? I took them home.
Did you ask? You asked like special permission, like, hey, what are you gonna do with your leftovers?
Yeah. So then I took them home to my bearded dragon. He ate them, and then I showed my friends, look, here's my bearded dragon eating the worms from class.
Oh no, my friend online, Rick Muscles, just tweeted at me because he saw your the picture of your little device here, and he says, I'm gonna poop. As a poop guy, I can't afford to be taking on risks like this, Billy.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a really good. It's pretty sick.
Gets the bowels moving. Let me get one more
gets you
sip.
buzzing.
Maybe I'll like it better the second time.
Here, let me top you up.
Do they make a? Wait, what?
Let me top you up.
Top me up, Billy. Yeah, make it real wet, Billy.
Oh, come on.
What?
Don't spill it. Don't spill it. Oh, you're spilling it everywhere. It's tilted.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Billy, you literally fill it up so it's like convex.
Yeah.
Like, of course we're gonna spill.
There's no surface tension on here, Billy.
Yeah. Suck that down.
No, it's just as gross the second time. Heh.
Huh, some of us just don't have a taste for it.
Oh, yeah, I guess you got a gag reflex. What can I say? Well, how long you been drinking this stuff?
I don't know. I only rarely. I used to do it a lot more, then I ran out, and then it's like green tea is just easier to make and handle.
So is this different? Is this different than normal green tea?
This is way different. This is from the mate plant. Like, it's kind of like coca leaf type stuff.
Okay.
So
I see some of the yerba mate in stores.
yeah.
And I buy it sometimes. It tastes good. I like the taste of that because
Yeah.
it's like flavored and they make it for like Americans.
Yeah.
But is that the same type of drink, the ones that you can get in stores, or is this like noticeably different?
I mean, this one's stronger, and it's like the ones you get in stores is like watered down and like made to taste good. But then they say it has all the health benefits that this one has.
Yeah. I get the pomegranate one. I get the mint flavored. The mint flavored one's not bad. I've had the unflavored, which tastes more like this, but still, even that is Americanized.
Oh, shit, now I have to shit. I just realized.
Oh, Billy, you got to poop? You a poop guy?
Yeah, but
You got poop?
But I'm gonna be able to make it through the end of the episode.
It's not
Okay.
good. It's not good for your colon to hold your poop in.
Thank you. Thank you,
welcome.
Mad Dog.
You're welcome. And I'm in your defense, as you can be a poop guy all you want.
Well, I don't think I am a poop guy. Now, when I have had to leave this podcast to poop, it's after about like 4 hours.
There's a difference.
And then I've been holding it for a while, and then we finish up with a certain segment. I'm like, I gotta go. But it's infrequent. Billy's labeling me as a poop guy, I think a little bit unfairly.
No, it's because you don't hold your poop and be polite about it and go like take a good time to go poop. You'll just be like, I gotta poop and hold up everybody else.
No, he doesn't. Also,
I'm
he's going to
bullying.
grow up
I'm
with
bullying.
an exceptionally grow up. You are grown up, but you're going to mature with an exceptional colon. And Billy is going to have like 6 feet of his colon cut out when he's like 40.
Yep. Sad but true.
Don't put that evil on me.
Sad but true.
Because you hold your poop in.
Big T, how we doing over there?
I was watching another video. I had to turn it off. I was reading more comments.
I think you might be becoming radicalized, Big T.
No.
You seem to be very, very interested in this.
Well, we were talking about it.
Yeah. There's no part of you that, like, morbid curiosity, you're getting a little bit of enjoyment?
No. I turned it off. I couldn't watch it anymore.
What are some more comments?
Oh, it was just one said I love this one was a snake. It said I love watching him have dinner time. I was like, this is enough for me.
Oh, I love those guys. I love them in like a anthropological way. I love studying them. So, Billy, have we tracked down any commenters and found out more about their internet history?
That was a little more difficult. A lot of them had anime was a big
Common denominator.
Common denominator, Venn diagram.
It's a circle.
Fight videos.
Okay.
Was another one. There wasn't some people, the less crazy commenters who were like, "Whoa, that was crazy! That like frog just messed him up." Like had more overlap with other animal fight videos, like a lot of like
that sounds like you.
Battle of Kruger. I think I'm in that category.
Yeah, for sure.
Where it's like, a little more regular, but just like crazy shit, like hunting videos.
Yeah,
that sort of stuff. But then the more sadistic ones had a little more fringe ideas and overlap with weirder topics.
Yeah, so it sounds like there are two distinct types of commenters that comment on these.
Yeah, and then like other people were just into herpetology, reptiles, amphibians, and were hobbyists. There's another overlap, and then there was just a little more sadistic people.
I would assume that some of these people that are into the sexual side commenting on these videos, they're also probably really into anime, or you said anime. They're really into ASMR. They're into. They probably watch a lot of videos of women just speaking softly into a microphone.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe like squishing things. I feel like they're into like squish sounds.
On YouTube, there isn't that much content, but I could totally imagine that sort of infiltrating into like like the Twitch streams of the ASMR. I don't know. Well,
audio porn.
Yeah,
audio porn. Yeah. Well, this deep dive into herpetology commenters is brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. It's a big weekend. You guys are going to have some fun this weekend, right? Anybody doing some partying?
Yep.
3-day weekend? Don't drive. Don't drive if you've been partying. That's a direct order from Macrodosing. If you're hanging out with some friends and you're putting back a few drinks, a few can become a few too many. As the evening comes to an end and people start to head out, you think of calling for a ride. But nah, maybe you live nearby. You think you can make it home okay. It's no big deal. What are the odds that you're going to get pulled over anyway? And even so, what's the worst that could happen? Your insurance goes up. You lose your license. Maybe you lose your job. You total your car. You kill someone. Everyone knows the risks of driving drunk. The results are tragic and often deadly. However, that still doesn't stop everyone from getting behind the wheel while under the influence. That's why police officers are out there right now. Look around you. There's cops. There's cops everywhere. That guy that you're looking at over in the corner right now on the train, he's a cop. They're on the lookout. They're looking out for impaired drivers on our roads. They're trying to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Play it safe. Plan ahead to get a ride. It only takes one mistake to change your life or someone else's forever. That's a direct order from Macrodosing. Do not drink and drive. Drive sober or get pulled over. This weekend, cops will be everywhere. They'll be in high patrol. They do not want to have to pull you over for drunk driving, but they will. They will. If you're drunk, they actually do want to pull you over for drunk driving. So don't do it. Make their jobs tough. Man, I want every cop to be really upset this weekend because they have not filled out their ticket book. I want a lot of sergeants yelling at lieutenants. I want a lot of lieutenants yelling at patrol officers. I want every police officer to be upset this weekend because they haven't written enough tickets because nobody out there on the roads is driving drunk. That's what I truly want, and I want you guys to be safe. That's brought to you by NHTSA, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
No shame in crashing on your buddy's couch.
No.
Falling asleep.
No shame in it all, Billy. So let's get into, you want to do some voicemails right off the bat?
Yep.
Because we didn't do that on Tuesday's show. We went long, so we saved them for today.
Right. Also, people are getting mad at me on the Discord.
For what?
For not beefing last week.
Okay, well,
beef?
Maybe we can beef.
Yeah. I'm all hopped up on mate. I'll fucking beef.
I know.
Square up.
Billy just wants to yell at people. He just
Shocking.
wants people to discord in, and Billy will be like, "Shut up! No, fuck you."
Are you drinking more?
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
I
let
think
me
I'm
top you up.
addicted.
Let me top you up.
Yeah, top me up, Billy. Let me get that top.
All right, you want to rip a voicemail?
Yeah, let's do some voicemails.
Yo, pass the mate.
What's up, crew? This is Zach from California. So my question is, if you guys were, if you were to walk into a room and everybody in the history of the world, dead or alive, was in that room, who would be the first person that you looked for? So, love to hear the answers. Love the show. Thanks, guys.
Dead or alive, any human being, if you could walk into a room, who would you want to see first?
Would they all be able to communicate with me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of the point.
Could we assume, like, for example, like Genghis Khan speaks English?
Yeah,
For
it's
this-
like in The Good Place where it automatically translates whatever you say.
But also bear in mind that if you go up to Genghis Khan, he'd probably just kill you.
Or fuck you.
No,
Yeah,
dude, he
probably both.
No, Genghis
He'd fuck
Khan.
you then kill you.
Genghis, like,
I think the other way around.
people
Oh.
forget that people back then were physically inferior to people now. They were tiny.
Wait, are you saying that you would kick Genghis Khan's ass?
I would beat the shit out of Genghis Khan.
You're fucking insane.
No, I'd
He's
fucking,
like the greatest warrior of all time.
no,
How many people do you think he killed?
way more than I've ever killed.
How many people do you
Yeah.
think he had sex with?
Way more than I've ever
Yeah.
Genghis Khan was likely about 5'8".
Okay, yeah, I could beat Billy's ass. So me and Genghis Khan were the same size?
No, I'd actually want to talk to Alexander the Great because he had some of the first contact with different cultures, and like I want to hear his stories because like it's just wild. His story is wild.
Okay.
PFT?
I keep going back and forth. There's a
They
couple.
can be alive too.
Yeah, there's a couple people that I'm thinking of. I think it would either be Socrates or Weird Al. I think those are the two that I
Weird
would
Al
want to talk to.
Yankovic.
Yeah. You know Weird Al?
I lost
You
on
could talk to
Jeopardy.
Weird Al right now.
No, I can't. How can I talk to Weird Al?
DM him on Twitter. He'd probably
I
respond.
bet you could probably get in touch with Weird Al within 48 hours.
I mean,
Actually, he has a documentary coming out. I think he's like
no, it's just
he-
a movie.
yeah, but he might like come on the show.
He could be on Part of My Take like
yeah,
next week.
Yeah,
Weird Al. I just love Weird Al. I think not all of his songs are like fantastic. I'm not like a Weird Al music super fan. I like a lot of his stuff, but I think he's just a really nice guy.
And an interesting person.
And yeah, and I think that he's had a very, very cool life, and he seems like just a good dude, and nobody has anything bad to say about him. And I respect him. I respect the work that he's done. I think Weird Al is as close to Jesus as we get in
Yeah.
today's society. So either him or Socrates. Maybe. Now I'm thinking back and thinking a little bit deeper. I might want to just talk to Thomas Jefferson and be like, hey, man, you know that you didn't invent all that shit. Like all that stuff that you said you invented, like just be honest, you're a bullshit artist. Because he gets credited with so many inventions that I guarantee you, Thomas Jefferson did not have time to be designing a brand new country, serving as a diplomat, a world-class inventor, and also just a kind of a scumbag in his personal life. Like he stole those ideas from somebody else. That's all I'm saying. Like Thomas Jefferson did not invent the elevator. Give me a fucking break, dude.
Is he credited with that?
I don't know. He's got an elevator in his house, and he says like he's credited as being one of the first to have it.
Am I dumb? I thought that was Alexander Graham Bell.
No,
I know
that's-
he was the phone.
no, Bell was the phone.
I
Otis.
thought he also did the elevator.
Otis elevator. Oh, elevators have been around since like ancient Egypt.
That's like a pulley system though.
Yeah, but the pulley system pulled people up in an elevator.
But a modern day elevator.
Okay, I'm gonna look up.
Mine's Harry Styles. Bonk.
He's in town right now.
I'm gonna see him in 2 weeks from today.
Throw a chicken nugget at him. Let's see. Here's some things.
JFK would be up there.
Oh, that's right. The dumbwaiter. They said that Thomas Jefferson invented the dumbwaiter, not the elevator. My mistake. The revolving book stand, which is a fucking dumbwaiter, essentially. The great clock. He invented a big clock. So he took a clock. He's like, I'd like to make this larger. They're like, wow, great. Another great idea by TJ. Well done. We're going to name a fucking high school of math and science after you because you made a clock bigger. The wheel cipher. whatever that is. Oh, he invented the polygraph machine, which doesn't work. Great job, Thomas Jefferson. How many innocent people have died because of Thomas Jefferson's invention of the polygraph? The macaroni machine. This motherfucker, he claims that it wasn't an Italian person that invented macaroni. He thinks he invented macaroni.
Maybe he did.
He invented the pedometer.
Well, maybe the shape.
How many steps you get in today? You can thank Thomas Jefferson for that.
That's good.
He did not invent any of these things.
As a Virginian, do you know the 3 things Thomas Jefferson wanted on his tombstone?
Oh, I know the thing he was most proud of.
What's that?
The thing he was most proud of was founding the University of Virginia.
That is he wanted author of the Declaration of Independence and of the Statute of Virginia for Religious Freedom and father of the University of Virginia.
Father of the University of Virginia. Hey, congratulations. There are a bunch of nerds that go to shitty football games wearing ties. Good job, TJ.
Hey, leave Jake Malisak alone.
No, bring Jake Malisak into it.
Good job, TJ. Listen, I lived in Charlottesville for a year and a half, which I understand is not like that long of a time to live in a place. Charlottesville is a lovely town. I really enjoy Charlottesville.
Do you?
But any town, yeah, I did.
What year and a half did you live there?
2016, 2017, 2018, big T. No, I lived there 2007, 2008. And that statue that they had of the Confederate general that was in the park that they were going to tear down, and then that's where the whole race riot thing started. I used to walk past that statue on my way home after work every night, and I would pee on that statue. Now, I didn't know what the statue was of. That's just I was leaving work or leaving a bar, and at that point I had to pee, and so that was just a good place for me to pee. But I happened to be peeing on that statue almost every night, so all the neo-Nazis that were standing outside with their tiki torches, they were actually standing on my old pee. So
checkmate.
It was a long trap by me. It's like that scene in Braveheart where they pour all the oil on the field, and then they wait for the English army to come there, then they light arrows and shoot the arrows at it. That's what I was doing with Baked Alaska. How's my piss, bitch? He's going to have to wear that for the rest of his life. Stand in my piss. But yeah, Charlottesville's a nice town, but that's a distraction from the point that I think that the University of Virginia, and this has nothing to do with the fact that they didn't let me in, even though I did apply there and I wanted to go to school there. Not sour grapes at all on my part. I think that the school is filled with nerds, and I'm not a big fan of the school. Also, that's where, that picture of me with a broken nose after a rugby game, it was a UVA rugby player that did that.
Are you salty you didn't get in?
No, not at all. I'm glad. I'm real glad.
A little salty?
Nah. Oh, also, you know what? They don't call themselves freshmen, sophomore, junior, and senior. You know why they don't call themselves seniors? Because I think it was TJ that said no one should ever consider themselves to be a senior educated person in anything, because education is a lifetime value. So they call themselves first year, second year, third year, fourth year there.
They also call it the grounds. It's not campus.
Yep, that's true. Also, they let in that pothead Chris Long. So how good an Institute of Higher Learning can it be?
Was he in state?
Yeah.
Were you in state?
Yeah. Who was the better athlete? It was really between me and him. He probably took my spot there.
Yeah.
They're like, we got one more position left. We got two recruits we're looking at for defensive end. It's either the son of Howie Long or this kid that is a backup goalie on his high school team. Who are we going to go with? And they went with Chris. They didn't win anything, though. So you never know. You never know what could have happened. But no, I'm not bitter at all. I just think that, honestly, Thomas Jefferson is a fraud. So,
Big T, do you have someone you would want to be in a room with?
Yeah, I can't believe I'm going. I can't believe Jesus lasted to 3.
Yeah.
I feel like even
all of his opinions are written down and everyone knows his
I
opinions.
feel like he'd be a pretty interesting guy to talk to.
Hopefully I'm gonna see him eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is your chance.
Yeah.
But then also George Washington.
What'd you ask George?
I just think he's the most interesting American probably ever.
Really?
Teddy Roosevelt's existed. Teddy Roosevelt blows
George Washington
out of the water.
Helped found this country, then was the first president, could have been president as long as he wanted to, which dozens of his predecessors probably wish they could have.
Yeah.
Not predecessors, successors. And then he chose to leave and establish the greatest form of government that's ever existed in the history of the world.
So you would take George Washington. Honestly, I would take Randy Savage over George Washington in terms of interesting Americans. I think Randy Savage is underrated. Just imagine, it'd be so fun hanging out with the Macho Man. Just have him yell at you the entire time. Mad Dog, do you know who the Macho Man is?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I could see you spacing out. You're like, that's one of those references that PFT makes that I don't understand. The Macho Man, he was in the Slim Jim commercials. Oh, yeah. Beefy, juicy, tasty, crunchy. Stop and do a Slim Jim. Let me tell you something, brother. Ha.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Drove his car into a tree. Very sad.
Who was this guy?
Randy Savage.
He was a wrestler
He was
in
a
the 80s.
He was a wrestler, and he, I guess he had a heart attack while he was driving, and accelerated because that's how intense he was. It just drove straight into a tree.
Oh,
Yeah, right off the turnbuckle.
He knew.
He knew. He's like, "Oh, this is a big one." Listen, I love the Macho Man. He would laugh at this. He was a character unlike any other. I would love to talk to him, but I guess George Washington isn't a bad choice.
It's kind of basic.
JFK.
Yeah, George Washington had really bad teeth.
Who
His breath would have stank.
Who died with a lot of secrets?
That's what I was saying.
Marilyn Monroe.
Oh yeah,
But I feel like we all know her secrets.
JFK probably had some. Actually, you know what? Lee Harvey Oswald.
Ooh.
I think I would rather talk to Lee Harvey Oswald than JFK because JFK doesn't know.
Yeah,
He was just like cruising down the street. Next thing you know, Jesus, what's up?
he didn't die till he got to the hospital.
That's true, but I don't think he didn't see unless the shooter was on the grassy knoll. Then he might have seen him. But Lee Harvey Oswald, he knows exactly what went into the plan to kill
Lyndon B.
JFK. LBJ,
Yeah.
he's a great legislator. He's an efficient law-passing president. Also, he used to take meetings when he was taking a shit, and he would just whip his dick out sometimes during meetings.
Jumbo.
Yeah, he nicknamed his penis Jumbo, and he would just like pull it out, or he wouldn't like pull it out, but he would get changed in front of people that he was talking to in a political environment, and just so that they would see like the type of man that you're dealing with right now.
Have you heard the phone call he was making to someone? He was like, he wanted new suits. And he was like, be sure to tell him in the pants, I need extra room in the crotch.
Yep.
Because it rides up. And I think he used the term bunghole.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, it's a great phone call if you haven't heard
My
it.
bunghole, yeah. He strikes me as a guy that would use the word like son of a bitch a lot. And goddamn, bunghole. You bunghole. Yeah, okay, those are decent choices, Big T. Jesus and George Washington. Yeah.
My two favorite people.
I like that. Weird Al, I think, still gives Jesus a run for his money.
Totally.
Avery, who you got?
I'm trying to think. Like I had a lot of time to think, and I couldn't think of anything that would make it better than like Weird Al.
Oh, what about Hitler? Just so you could kick his ass.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. How big was Hitler?
Oh, Hitler was tiny. I could 100% beat the shit out of Hitler.
Yeah, I'm confident that. Well, he
5'9".
5'9". Okay, yeah, I beat him up.
Mussolini 5'7".
Now that's
Napoleon complex.
interesting because Mussolini I've always thought as being a larger man. But I guess
He's
just
square.
fat.
There is a lot of similarities between what Joe Rogan looks like and Mussolini.
Okay.
So, like, there's a half-ass chance that Mussolini might know jujitsu.
Okay. Mussolini also he used to take his shirt off during speeches.
He got his dick cut off.
What?
Yeah.
After he died?
No, before. They flipped him upside down and chopped his dick off and killed him.
Good.
Yeah.
I say good. You know I think it's his granddaughter. She's on Twitter.
No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she's like verified on Twitter, and so every time she tweets, it's always like so and so Mussolini. It's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to get Trump off.
No,
Taliban and Mussolini's going to be on there.
By the way, I'm considering signing up for Truth Social, Trump's new social network, because I saw his truth that he put out yesterday, and it sounds like my man's getting emo. He said, like, why are people so mean? that was his truth that he put out. So Trump has reverted back to like 8th grade, like middle school girl. Like, God, I hate fake friends.
He's been listening to a lot of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
He's
joined the club.
He usually does all the attacking. Now he's making people feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Someday he'll be living in a big old city, but all you're ever going to be is meme.
Trump's like, how did the libs get elected? They make people feel bad for them. I can be a victim too.
Yeah. I mean, I think I might sign up for it just to observe, but they took it off Google Play yesterday, right, Billy?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't really care about it.
You are on Truth.
I'm not on Truth Social.
I thought you had a Truth account.
No, I didn't.
It's kind of your job.
Didn't I say we should have made a Macrodosing Truth account because we need to dominate all the social medias?
I just feel like if somebody was going to have a Truth account, it would have been Billy.
Not Big T?
No, this isn't political at all. It's just because you consider yourself an internet anthropologist.
Well, the thing is, I'm going to be honest. All those super right wing echo chambers are so goddamn boring.
Oh, so now the Truth is right wing.
Yeah, it is.
Interesting.
I mean, it's boring. I mean, it's all the same shit.
No, I know what you're saying because, well, here's where it gets interesting. When you start a website that specifically caters to one type of person, it will be boring at the start because it's just people agreeing with them and people saying, isn't it so great that we can post whatever we want on here without fear of being canceled by the left? That's how it'll start. But then you will get the divides within the new Truth channel where people that are further off to one side will get mad at the others for not believing everything they believe. And then there'll be a shitload of infighting and they'll just tear each other apart. That's what happens when you get into an echo chamber usually. It happens on Twitter too with the left. Like people who consider themselves to be Democrats just get ripped to shreds.
Oh, there's a huge fight right now amongst trans and non-binary.
Yeah.
Because of Hunter Schafer.
I have no idea what it's about, but I was just like, what?
What did first of all, who is Hunter Schafer?
Hunter Schafer is on the show Euphoria.
Okay.
And she is a transgender woman who liked a Instagram post about non-binary like health rights or something to that matter in opposition of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she liked something that I don't want to misspeak on it, but it was something about like how non-binary people and something about how they either like don't deserve health something or like something to that approach.
I have no idea.
Anti non-binary people. So now people are attacking her or canceling quote unquote her because she's a trans woman who's against from liking an Instagram post against like the non-binary health issues.
My problem is I just don't have enough time to learn about all the ancillary issues that go into this for me to actually understand even what this conversation is about.
Well, Euphoria, the cast is under fire right now also because like one of the girls left and then also Sydney Sweeney, you know who she is?
Yep.
One of her family members might have voted for Trump. We got to ruin her career.
Which a lot of people are saying you don't have tits like that and come from a liberal family.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen.
That's a great line. Yeah.
Look, you can't be blonde, pretty, and have huge ass tits like that, and like have your family voted for Biden. It is what it is.
Yeah, the Democrats have small tits.
That's a fact.
It was. It was a tweet. I gotta go find it. Hang on.
But so she's under attack because she like went to a family party and someone was wearing a MAGA hat and whatever, and they're like, how can you cancel someone for?
I think it was the father was in a blue
Lives Matter.
It was
like
a thin blue line flag shirt.
Okay, was it Under Armour? I've noticed a lot recently. Under Armour did a great job of cornering the right wing market. Like they've got so many shirts.
Well,
that are
they're
like
hunting gear too.
It's like Under Armour, and then it's got like one of those like American flags that's kind of like tattered on it with like blood dripping down the side.
A lot of jobs in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. We love Under Armour.
Try burning this one.
Stavros Halkias, the guy that you've had on Pardon My Take a couple times, he tweeted, I, for one, am shocked that Sydney Sweeney, a blonde with huge tits that works on classic cars for fun, has Republican parents. Someone responded and said, you're saying that every blonde with huge titties that works on classic cars has Republican parents? Does that mean that girls with Democratic parents have small titties and don't know how to work on cars? And someone responded, yes.
Yeah. Which honestly, like, the math is kind of there.
Yeah. I love Stav. Stavi's so funny. Yeah, I mean, there's some truth in that. There's probably some truth.
Honestly, you could write I went to a liberal arts school where there's just tons of crazy out there papers about how like forks were misogynistic, and like that's a whole different story. But you could write one of those think pieces.
So let's unpack what you just said a little bit. There's tons of you read tons of articles about how forks are misogynistic.
No, like basically topics like that, like crazy shit that people, and I've heard like forks are derived from cultures where violence is essential in survival, and like men spear things, and it's like a whole dichotomy of like Eastern cultures using chopsticks instead of forks, and like the violence of cutting, and it's like a weird ass. I talked about it before. But like you could write like, because of the male gaze, women with large breasts found that they were able to adapt better in certain ideologies. Thus, Republicans have big boobs.
Okay.
You could write that paper.
You should write that paper.
And then women who don't like the male quote unquote gaze tend to be liberals.
Why did he say that? Like know. aren't dudes just horny?
Yeah.
Across the board.
I've heard my brain is polluted with all this type of male, like all this like hyper I don't even know. What's the word for it?
No, but when I do hear like blonde, big boobs, works on cars, yeah. Probably a Republican family. Stavi nailed that one.
Yeah. But so then that goes back to Euphoria and then Hunter Schafer and the whole trans issue. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know anything about any of those issues. Like that's too confusing for me. There's too many weeds.
Don't think we need to be the ones that are diving into
Just let people do what they want to do. That is what it generally comes down to for me. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem. I'm weird. You're weird. Everyone's weird. Good.
Turf.
Fuck whoever you want.
Wow, that voicemail spiraled, huh?
Yeah.
What's the next one?
All right.
Want to do another one?
Yep.
What's up, fellas? And Maddie. This is Jon Snow from Beyond the Wall. I am calling in with a question. I just watched Hard Knocks, and that got me thinking. If you could watch a Hard Knocks on any other career, preferably not a famous career, what would it be? Obviously, like the normal answers would be like policeman, Navy SEAL, doctor, stuff like that. But I'm thinking for other stuff. Like I think a good option would be a plumber. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think a good Hard Knocks would be? You get to see behind the scenes.
Oh.
And how they actually work. You get to see them bullshitting.
Okay, I think you get the point.
Yeah,
this person is so high.
Dude's so high.
He's so high.
Shout out Jon Snow from Beyond the Wall.
Do you know what time that voicemail came in?
Yeah, I can tell you.
That's got to be late.
It was 11:45 for sure. Anyway,
6 p.m.
Oh, that's very surprising.
Right
to
before
me.
dinner.
I love that he's like, at first I didn't know if he was asking us which job we would want to do, or then I realized which job you want a Hard Knocks on. I mean, Deadliest Catch, I feel like there are kind of Hard Knocks type shows.
Isn't Deadliest Catch the Hard Knocks?
That is a TV show.
Yeah.
Right. Of those of fishermen?
I have an answer.
Oil rigging.
I think they have that one too. I'm pretty sure that they've done.
Roughnecks, yeah.
Or like Alaska Gold Rush, like that's already a show.
Like what if they did a show that was about like dudes that drove trucks, but it was like super cold outside and it was like ice everywhere on the road.
The one that immediately.
What if they had one about like these, like a bunch of rednecks that love to hunt ducks? Be sick. What if they had one about like people that were really good at singing, but they were celebrities and you didn't know who it was?
They need to bring Whale Wars back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That show was
yeah.
sick.
Dude.
The world is a vampire. Sea
I-
Shepherd was badass.
I honestly don't think that show would be as hype if it didn't have that song.
Yeah.
It really set the tone for every episode. It got you. That's an underrated thing about theme songs. If there's a theme song that gets you excited, like the heart pounding going into the show, you're gonna love it no matter what.
It made it so much more intense.
Yeah.
My favorite part was when there was these when they were doing whale wars and they were pulling up to the Japanese ships and just getting sprayed with water.
Yeah, I love when the ships collided, or when they would like spot the Nishin Maru for like a second, and like
Yeah.
they'd be like, "There it is," and they'd track it down.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing more intense than like the hours that it took to find the Nishin Maru.
Wait, was that a Japanese boat?
Yeah, so it
Oh,
was like
yeah.
there were like the attack boats that would kind of like get the whales, and then they would bring it to the Nishin Maru, which it would go
Yeah,
up like
the
the ramp where they would
factory.
cut it.
Yeah, so my favorite was when they'd archer the whales with like poison, so they couldn't use the
Yeah, they
meat.
throw stink bombs onto the decks. Badass. man.
Ah, dude, we should do that.
Obviously,
We should go macrodose and go after the whale hunters.
try to stop them.
Yeah, like just hopefully there's still people who do. If you are a whale wars person, can I come and fight the whale hunters with you?
Big T, what was your answer?
The one that immediately came to my mind was divorce attorney.
Ooh.
I feel like those guys see some stories
That's a great one.
and just like have to deal with a lot of bullshit and like, but also like even the ones that it may not be like that, like they're trying to craft a narrative. I don't know. It seems like an interesting profession.
I like that idea a lot. I think that there's so much stuff that you could do with that.
Yeah, like you fuck too.
It would be, yeah, kind of like Better Call Saul, but about divorce. And it's always something salacious going on. The ways that they try to get back at each other during the divorce.
Yeah, I mean, and those dudes just rake in money.
Yeah.
And they're also kind of scumbags because they try to prolong divorces because it means they get paid more. Like a clean, good divorce is not in their best interest.
Mm-mm.
Like to get it done, like put everyone out of their miseries and just like let people heal, not in their best interest. They want something going on for years. They want multiple hours billed. No, like everyone's got to make money somehow, but just antithetical to like just being a good person.
I would say, obviously, the White House. The
Yep.
Trump White House specifically.
The West Wing.
Would have been great, yeah.
West Wing. I need
Well,
to
it's-
start
Oh,
that.
that's fake.
It's a fake show. Obviously, that one would be, I think, a home run. Behind that, I would say like a drug gang. Like
Like
drug
the cartel.
Oh,
drug
they-
dealers.
They have that.
The mule.
It's on National Geographic. I don't
Are
think
you
it's
talking
called,
about Gangland?
yeah.
But that's not Hard Knocks. It's totally different.
No, Gangland's history, but there's like one called before Narcos came out, I think it was called Narcos National Geographic. Yeah, Narco Wars.
Okay. I might have to watch it then.
Yeah. All these shows exist. I think there is a show about plumbers probably.
They need to do a Hard Knocks on like some strip clubs.
It's on Pornhub.
That would be great.
Bonk.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes of strip clubs. Nah, but yeah, bonk, yeah, for sure, bonk. But like some strip clubs, like the one in Atlanta with the wings, like I can't
Oh,
imagine the
Magic
people that
City.
roll
Magic
through
City?
Magic City. I can't imagine the people that roll through there, like
Well,
the arguments that happen there, the amount of money that they like get every
Mhm.
day. It's probably cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
That or
A
like
lot
a
of
Dave
people-
and Buster's ticket operator. I want to see the person who redeems enough tickets to buy the big shit behind the wall. Like I've never seen that.
Oh, you know, it'd be really cool. And they probably have this one, but like a big construction company. When they're designing a building,
Yeah.
yeah.
hiring people, the crane operators and shit, things
Mhm.
running behind. You've got all the different project managers involved. That'd be fascinating.
There's
to
a
me.
lot of fights on construction sites.
I bet.
When it gets really, really hot for some reason, people fight
Okay.
way more.
Let's do one more voicemail because we're running low on time
yeah.
here.
Got you.
So we want to make sure to get this all in.
Shit, wait.
Hey, this is James from Houston. My question was, if Arian and PFT had to lead a caravan to cross the Oregon Trail, and they did a snake draft from everybody in the crew. The goal is getting there, hopefully getting there as fast as possible, and with as little casualties as possible. Who would they have picked? And yes, Oregon Trail, back when it was the Oregon Trail, covered wagons, muskets, all that jazz. And just so y'all know, there is a free version to play online on Oregon's website, the state of Oregon. So if you ever want to do that for an episode, I think it would be pretty fun. Everybody else, stay gorgeous, stay handsome. Thanks, guys.
Okay, that's a great question. Arian's not here, so we
but-
can't do that snake draft. But I would love to address that maybe when he comes back. So
Yeah.
can we make a note?
We can make a note.
And we'll do a snake draft on that one. And also, if you're not watching on the YouTube, which you should be doing, because we're doing a great job, Avery, right? It's getting put up like so fast.
Yep.
It's
Right
usually
away.
up by what time?
Like
It'll be out always before noon, but I try to get it as quick as possible.
Yeah, it's getting up super fast. People are loving that. And if you want to watch this episode, we have put on our Shady Rays for the second
All of
half.
us.
So Big T looks awesome in his sunglasses. Really does look like, I don't know, you look like a mod kid from the 80s.
What's that?
You know about mod fashion?
What's mod?
Look it up. That's what you look like. You're a mod kid. We're wearing our Shady Rays right now. We all look great. And it's the best time of year to, it's the best time. I got that yerba mate burp. It's the best time of year to buy Shady Rays because it's their best deal of the season. We're giving you 50% off 2 pairs. I'm going to tell you all about that deal in a second, but it is the best deal that we ever offer. So stick around for that. But I want to tell you that it doesn't stop at the quality of Shady Rays because they do obviously have the best fit, style, and performance without that big brand price tag. But they also have the most insane protection program in all of eyewear. Every pair is backed by lost and broken replacements. So if you lose or break your pair, even on day one, they're going to send you a brand new pair. So you can wear them with confidence because Shady Rays has your back long after you purchase. If you don't love them, exchange them for a new pair or return them for free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop with Shady Rays. Their team always has your back. And for our listeners exclusively, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com, use code MACRO, 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. Promo code MACRO, 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses with Shady Rays. I've been seeing Shady Rays out and about a lot this summer. I see them in the wild all the time. It's always very cool because they started advertising with us years and years ago. It's cool to see them grow, to see them just everywhere I go, every concert I go to. Always a dozen people wearing Shady Rays. Great sunglasses, and you can get them 50% off for 2 or more pairs when you go to shadyrays.com and use code MACRO. Okay, so on Tuesday's show, there's not going to be a show.
Right.
Next
Happy
week.
Labor Day.
So
Right.
scheduling announcement, happy Labor Day. Enjoy your weekend. We're going to be doing one show next week. It's coming out on Thursday.
Big one.
It's going to be a very big show. Arian's going to be back. He's going to talk about what he's done this week. It's going to be very interesting.
Big topic.
Huge,
Big kahuna.
Huge topic. We're going to have a guest in studio. That
2
you got.
guests, possibly.
2 guests. That's right. Two awesome guests for this particular episode. Very excited to get to talk to them. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Be safe out there. What are you guys doing for Labor Day weekend? Go around the room real quick. Mad Dog.
I'm going to the Ohio State game
Awesome.
in Columbus.
Awesome. Who are they playing again?
Notre Dame.
That's right. Big game.
Big huge game for me.
Are you the Ohio State fan?
No, I'm the Notre Dame fan.
How did that happen? Irish?
Irish Catholic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was such a smart move by Notre Dame to just be like, we're going to get
We're
every
going to get all the
Catholic.
Irish Catholics.
We got all the Irishmen.
Yeah, I hate Ohio State, but
Yeah, as a Quaker, we don't give a shit about Penn. We don't. There's no other.
UPenn?
There's no religion out there that has a stranglehold on their demographic.
My buddy played for
Notre Dame.
UPenn.
Yeah, it probably
should be.
sucked.
What?
I mean, Quakers were nonviolent.
Well, my buddy was very
Pacifist.
good at football.
Was he? He's a pacifist. Avery,
I'm just chilling. It's a nice long weekend. Get some time off with the family. It's always good.
that sounds nice.
Mhm.
Nice. I kind of envy you because having a nice restful weekend going into football season is key.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna for the first time like pop the doors and roof off the Bronco. Go
Oh,
full,
hell yeah.
full stripped out.
I like that. Big
Yeah.
T,
Watching college football.
let's go.
Come on, we knew this.
Yep. Give me a prediction real quick. Final score.
Of Tennessee.
Yep.
We will beat Ball State 51-10 tomorrow night.
Okay.
All right.
Put it in the bank. I'm going to bet on that. I'm going to bet exact final score. 52-10.
51.
51-10 Tennessee. I'm going to bet that. I'm going to try. If they have that option, I'm putting it in 51-10.
And if it hits, we'll give everybody who upvotes the YouTube video of this video $1.
$1. There you go. And Billy's going to match.
Yep.
Billy, what are you doing this weekend?
I had a restful weekend last weekend. I'm going to absolutely full send with the boys for the last weekend of the summer.
There it is.
It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be obnoxious. I only have so many of these weekends left in my life. It's going to be waking up. And look, I mean, I'm getting older. We're waking up. We're boozing. We're watching football. We're, playing beer pong. We're going to be outside. We're going to, be in the water. We're going to be out of the water. We're not going to be driving at any point because we're going to be hammered. Shout out Nitsa. And it's going to be a great time. And, just like we're getting up there, like, who knows? Like, someone might get married soon. Someone might, jobs and shit. Like, you don't never know how many Labor Days you have left with the boys where not everybody has like girlfriends and, just like
you can just
time
get
with the
drunk. You
dudes.
don't have to justify it this much. You can just be like, hey, I want to get drunk with my friends.
Like
Every weekend, Billy's like,
don't smoke
you know what?
weed that much.
Could be the last time. We're getting old. Here's to our last weekend together, boys.
We just got to make sure there's no Labor Day parade in Boston.
Oh yeah, good point. Billy
I'm
will
not
be
gonna
out
be
for
in
next
Boston.
Are you
week.
staying here?
No, I'm going to be going to an undisclosed location.
Last time you said that, you ended up in Liechtenstein.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
All right.
I'm
PFT, what are you
excited.
doing?
I'm gonna be hanging out with Arian this weekend,
Yeah.
so I'm very excited about that.
That's
Where are you going?
Arian and I are going to an undisclosed location ourselves, and we're gonna hang out. It's gonna be just good bro time.
Sweet.
Yeah. Also hanging out with Hard Factor Mark.
Oh,
And-
nice.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a good time.
legend.
This could be the last time that I ever hang out with the boys. So, like, I don't know. Like, we're probably going to be playing probably playing some cornhole, some bags. Probably going to have to play some flip cup.
People might
Probably
be
have to play some asshole, some kings maybe. My mission this weekend.
beer hockey.
I'm going to
die.
introduce Arian into at least 2 events that qualify for the White Boy Wasted Olympics.
Yeah.
2 events that he has not participated in, hopefully, in his life, and teach him 2 white people drinking games.
You're going to make 2 Americas, 1 America this weekend.
Yep. Join the fist.
So you're drinking for race relations.
Yeah.
To unite the country. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, the boys. I'm just chilling with the boys.
Yeah.
gonna be
I can
great.
tell. I'm going to need a full report of how chilling with the boys went. Billy, pop quiz before we get out of here.
Huh?
When do you have to be back to record part of my take next week?
Monday night.
Yep.
But I don't know what time.
Okay. All right. Just double checking. All right. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Love you guys.